Good morning, everyone. I'm Harvey Mason Jr., the Chairman and Interim President and CEO of the Recording Academy, and I'm honored to welcome you to this year's unveiling of the nominees for the 63rd Grammy Awards. For more than 62 years, we have been recognizing excellence in music. With more than 11,000 Academy voting members, the Grammys represent music's only peer-selected award, celebrating excellence across 27 fields and over 12 genres. The Academy truly represents music at its best. It has always reflected the very artists who grapple with the issues that shape our times and push society to live up to our ideals. That's what it means to be a part of this extraordinary community of artists. People with integrity, people with passion, and people who, above all, are committed to music and its possibilities. But this has been a year very different from the other 62. Our normal world was suddenly transformed by not only a global pandemic, but by social and racial unrest and financial uncertainty. As we have through so many other difficult times, we turn to music for comfort, solace, inspiration, and unity. In a time when we are all feeling so isolated, music helps to bring us together, to lift our spirits, and it continues to sustain us. When we desperately needed them, many of the music creators we will be honoring this morning, and thousands more around the globe, gave generously of their time and talents to lighten our burden, to entertain and to uplift. And they did it even as many of them had to overcome their own adversities, when gigs suddenly vanished and venues closed from the biggest stadiums to the smallest clubs. For every megastar and household name, there are thousands of music creators, performers, and technicians who are struggling right now, just like so many other folks are. Some have been helped through these tough times by the Recording Academy's Music Cares initiatives, which has given more than $20 million to music creators to help them pay the rent, help them put food on the tables, or just stay afloat so they can keep making great music. Now it's time to get to this year's nominees. I'm proud to say that the nominees we'll be announcing today reflect diversity of race, gender, age, region, and musical genre. We dedicate these Grammys to all the people who make music and bring it to our audiences, along with the thousands of medical professionals, first responders, researchers, and others who continue to help us get past these challenging times and on to a brighter future. So, let's get into the nominations. We'll start with Best Engineered Album, Non-Classical. The nominees are Black Hole Rainbow, Expectations, Hyperspace, Jamie, and 25 Trips. Next category is Producer of the Year, Non-Classical, and the nominees are Jack Antonoff, Dan Auerbach, Dave Cobb, Flying Lotus, and Andrew Watt. Next category is Best Remix Recording, and our nominees are Do You Ever, the RAC mix, Imaginary Friends, the Morgan Page remix, Praying for You, Louis Vega main remix, Roses, the Iman Beck remix, Young and Alive, Bozzy and Haywire remix. The next category is Best Engineered Album, Classical, Daniel Poor, The Passion of Yeshua, Gershwin, Porgy and Bess, Hines, Field, Ives, Complete Symphonies, Shostakovich, Symphony No. 13, Baby Yar. Next category is Producer of the Year, Classical. The nominees are Blanton Allspaw, David Frost, Jesse Lewis, Dimitri Lepi, and Elaine Martone. Congratulations.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Yemi Alade, and I am all the way in Lagos, Nigeria, in Africa. And I'm super excited to be part of this year's Grammy ceremony. Even though we're not on the red carpet, ceremony must go on. I will be reading the nominees for the category of the Best Rock Performance. And the nominees are Jamaica by Fiona Apple. Not by Big Thief. Kyoto by Phoebe Bridges. The Steps by Hayam. Stay High by Brittany Howard. Daylight by Grace Potter. And up next, for the category of Best Metal Performance, the nominees are Bum Rush by Body Count, Underneath by Code Orange, The In-Between by In This Moment, Blood Money by Poppy, Executioner's Tax, Swing of the Axe, Live by Power Trip. Up next, for the category of Best Rock Song, the nominees are Kyoto, Lost in Yesterday, Not, Shamika, Stay High. And up next, for the category of Best Rock Album, the nominees are A Hero's Death by Fontaine DC, Kiwanuka by Michael Kiwanuka, Daylight by Grace Potter, Sound and Fury by Sturgill Simpson, The New Abnormal by The Strokes. And up next, for the category of Best Alternative Music Album, the nominees are Fetch the Bolt Cutters by Fiona Apple, Hyperspace by Beck, Punisher by Phoebe Bridges, Jamie by Brittany Howard, The Slow Rush by Tame Impala. And up next, for the category of Best Recording Package, the nominees are Everyday Life, Funeral, Healer, On Circles, Volumes 11 and 12. And up next, for the category of Best Boxed or Special Limited Edition Package, the nominees are Flaming Pie, Collector's Edition, Giant Stadium, 1987, 1989, 1991. Mode, Ode to Joy, The Story of Ghostly International. And last but not the least, for the category of Best Album Notes, the nominees are At the Minstrel Show, Minstrel Routines from the Studio 1894 to 1926. The Bakersfield Sound, Country Music Capital of the West, 1940 to 1974. Dead Man's Pop. The Missing Link, How Gus Heinzen got us from Joplin to jazz and shaped the music business. Out of a Clear Blue Sky. And on a final note, I'd love to say congratulations to all the nominees, and yet a hefty congratulations to all the winners. God bless.
Hello everyone, Imogen Heap here, joining you live from London. I hope you've all been staying safe in these crazy times and doing the best that we can. I'm so excited and honoured to help announce some of this year's Grammy nominees and celebrate some of the best in music. As a past Grammy winner, I'll never forget my first nomination and how much that meant to me. So I'm excited to help share this moment with a new class of nominees. Okay, so let's jump right in. First up, the New Age album, Best New Age album. The nominees are Songs from the Bardo by Laurie Anderson, Tenzin Koigyal, and Jessie Paris Smith. Periphery by Priya Darshini, Formless by Superposition, More Guitar Stories by Jim Chemo West, Meditations by Corey Wong and John Baptiste. Okay, so next up we've got Best Improvised Jazz Solo. And the nominees are Guinevere, soloist Christian Scott Atunde Ajuya, Pachamama, soloist Regina Carter, Celia, soloist Gerald Clayton, All Blues soloist Chicoria, Mo Hunk, soloist Joshua Redman. Okay, moving on to Best Jazz Vocal Album, and the nominees are Owner by Thana Alexa, Secrets Are the Best Stories by Kurt Elling featuring Danilo Perez, Modern Ancestors by Carmen Lundy, Holy Room live at Alta Opera by Somi with Frankfurt Radio Big Band, and What's the Hurry by Kenny Washington. Okay, next up, Best Jazz Instrumental Album, and the nominees are On the Tender Spot of Every Callous Moment by Ambrose Akinmusiri, Waiting Game by Terry Lynn Carrington and Social Science, Happening live at the Village Vanguard by Gerald Clayton, Trilogy 2 by Chicoria, Christian McBride and Brian Blade, Round Again by Joshua Redman, Brad Meldau, Christian McBride and Brian Blade. Okay, next up we've got Best Large Jazz Ensemble Album, and the nominees are Dialogues on Race by Greg August, Monkestra Plays John Beasley by John Beasley, The Intangible Between by Orrin Evans and the Captain Black Big Band, Songs You Like a Lot by John Hollenbeck with Theo Bleckman, Kate McGarry, Gary Versace and the Frankfurt Radio Big Band, and Data Lords by Maria Schneider Orchestra. Okay, last one from me. The Best Latin Jazz Album nominees are Tradiciones by Afro-Peruvian Jazz Orchestra, Four Questions by Arturo O'Farrell and the Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra, City of Dreams by Chico Pinheiro, Viento y Tiempo live at Blue Note Tokyo by Gonzalo Rubalcaba and Amy Nuviola, and Train's Delight by Poncho Sanchez. Congratulations everyone, amazing, amazing, and good luck. Bye for me for now.
Hi everyone, I'm Pepe Aguilar joining you from Zacatecas, Mexico. I hope all your family and friends are doing amazing. I'm so honored to be part of this year's Grammy nominations. I would never forget where I was when I was first nominated back in 1999, a very special moment. So I'm thrilled to welcome a new class of nominees. So let's get started with the Latin field, Best Latin Pop or Urban Album. And the nominees are YHLQMDLG, or Yo Hago Lo Que Me Da La Gana, Bad Bunny. Por primera vez, Camilo. Mesa para dos, Cani García. Pausa, Ricky Martin. 3:33, Debbie Nova. Best Latin Rock or Alternative Album, Aura, Bajo Fondo. Monstruo, Cami. Sobrevolando, Cultura Profética. La Conquista del Espacio, Fito Páez. Miss Colombia, Lido Pimienta. Best Regional Mexican Music Album, including Tejano. This is one of my favorite categories because in this category, I've had the fortune of winning it 4 times. So the nominees are Hecho en México, Alejandro Fernández. La Serenata, Lupita Infante. Un Canto por México, volumen 1, Natalia Lafourcade. Bailando Sones y Guapangos con Mariachi Sol de México de José Hernández. Mariachi Sol de México, de José Hernández. Ay, 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 Christian Nodal. So our next category is Best Tropical Latin Album. And the nominees are Mi Tumbao, José Alberto El Ruiseñor. Infinito, Edwin Bonilla. Sigo Cantando al Amor Deluxe, Jorge Celedón y Sergio Luis. 40, Grupo Nietzsche. Memorias de Navidad, Víctor Manuel. Our next category is Best Instrumental Composition, and the nominees are Baby Jack, Be Water 2, Plumfield, Sputnik, Strata. Our next category is Best Arrangement, Instrumental or A Cappella, and the nominees are Bathroom Dance, Donna Lee, Honeymooners, Lift Every Voice and Sing, Uranus, the Magician. And the last category is Best Arrangement, Instruments and Vocals. And the nominees are Asas Fechadas, Desert Song, From This Place, He Won't Hold You, Slow Burn. I want to thank the Recording Academy for inviting me to be part of this amazing and exciting celebration. Good luck to everyone. See you next time.
Hello, everybody. It's Lauren Daigle, and I am coming at you from New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm so excited to speak about all these awesome Grammy nominees today. It's going to be really fun. I remember when I was a first-time Grammy winner, and my head just was exploding with excitement. So I'm really honored and excited to get to do this today. Let's jump into the categories. We're going to start off in the American Roots music field. First up, the nominees for Best American Roots Performance are Colors by Black Pumas, Deep in Love by Bonnie Light Horseman, Short and Sweet by Brittany Howard, I'll Be Gone by Nora Jones and Mavis Staples, I Remember Everything by John Prine. Next up, Best American Roots Song, and the nominees are Cabin, Ceiling to the Floor, Hometown, I Remember Everything, Man Without a Soul. Best Americana Album, the nominees are Old Flowers by Courtney Marie Andrews, Terms of Surrender by His Golden Messenger, World on the Ground by Sarah Jarosz, El Dorado by Marcus King, Good Souls, Better Angels by Lucinda Williams. Next up, Bluegrass, Best Bluegrass Album, and the nominees are Man on Fire by Danny Barnes, To Live in Two Worlds, Volume 1 by Tom Utes, North Carolina Songbook by Steep Canyon Rangers, Home by Billy Strings, The John Hartford Fiddle Tune Project, Volume 1 by various artists. Moving on to Best Traditional Blues Album, and the nominees are All My Dudes Are Paid by Frank Bay, You Make Me Feel by Don Bryant, That's What I Heard by Robert Cray Band, Cypress Grove by Jimmy Duck Holmes, Rawer Than Raw by Bobby Rush. And for the Best Contemporary Blues Album, the nominees are Have You Lost Your Mind Yet by Fantastic Negrito, Live at the Paramount by Ruthie Foster Big Band, The Juice by G Love, Blackbirds by Betty LaFette, Up and Rolling by North Mississippi All Stars. Best Folk Album. The nominees are Bonnie Light Horseman by Bonnie Light Horseman, Thanks for the Dance by Leonard Cohen, Song for Our Daughter by Laura Marling, Saturn Return by the Secret Sisters, All the Good Times by Jillian Welch and David Rawlings. And to close it out, Best Regional Roots Music Album. And the nominees are My Relatives, Nixo Coates by Black Lodge Singers, Cameron Dupuy and the Cajun Troubadours by Cameron Dupuy and the Cajun Troubadours, Lovely Sunrise by Noai Eha, Atmosphere by New Orleans Nightcrawlers, a tribute to Al Berard by Sweet Cecilia. Thanks so much to the Recording Academy for having me, and congratulations to all the nominees. I'll see you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Sharon Osborne and I'm speaking to you from my home. I've just been decorating the tree, ready for the holidays. So before we really get started, I want to say I hope that you are all healthy and safe and with your families at this time. So I am so excited to help unveil this year's Grammy nominations, and I'm honored truly to be part of this exciting celebration in music. Now let's get started with the comedy field. For Best Comedy Album, the nominees are Black Mitzvah by Tiffany Haddish, I Love Everything by Patton Oswalt, The Pale Tourist by Jim Gaffigan, Paper Tiger by Bill Burr, 23 Hours to Kill by Jerry Seinfeld. Now let's get into the musical theatre field, starting off with the Best Musical Theatre Album, and the nominees are Amelie, American Utopia on Broadway, Jagged Little Pill, Little Shop of Horrors, The Prince of Egypt, Soft Power. Moving on to the music for visual media. For Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media, the nominees are A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Bill and Ted Face the Music, Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga, Frozen 2, Jojo Rabbit. Next up, Best Score Soundtrack for Visual Media. And the nominees are Ad Astra, Becoming, Joker, 1917, Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. And for Best Song Written for Visual Media, the nominees are Beautiful Ghosts, Carried Me With You, Into the Unknown, No Time to Die, Stand Up. Let's get into music video. For Best Music Video, the nominees are Brown Skin Girl by Beyonce, Life is Good by Future featuring Drake, Lockdown by Anderson .Paak, Adore You by Harry Styles, Goliath by Woodkid. And finally, Best Music Film. The nominees are Beastie Boys Story, Black is King, We Are Freestyle Love Supreme, Linda Ronstadt, The Sound of My Voice, That Little Old Band from Texas. And I want to say a huge thank you again to the Recording Academy for including me, and an even bigger congratulations to all the nominees. And I hope that you all stay healthy, well, and may your God go with you.
Hi everyone, I am Nicola Benedetti and I'm joining in from London. I hope all of you and your family are well and safe and gearing up for the holiday season. I'm so honored to be a part of this year's Grammy nominations. I will never forget where I was when I was first nominated, so I'm incredibly thrilled to welcome a new class of nominees. I'll be reading nominees in the classical field, so let's jump in. First up, Best Orchestral Performance, and the nominees are Aspects of America, Pulitzer Edition, Concurrence, Copland Symphony No. 3, Ives Complete Symphonies, and Lutoslawski Symphonies Numbers 2 and 3. Next up, Best Opera Recording, and the nominees are Dello Gioio, The Trial at Rouen, Floyd, Prince of Players, Gershwin, Porgy and Bess, Handel, Agrippina, Zemlinsky, Der Zwerg. And for the Best Choral Performance, the nominees are Carthage, Daniel Poor, The Passion of Yeshua, Kastalski, Requiem, Moravec, Sanctuary Road, and Once Upon a Time. Next up, Best Chamber Music Small Ensemble Performance, and the nominees are Contemporary Voices, Healing Modes, Hearn, Place, Hines, Fields, and the Schumann Quartets. Moving on to Best Classical Instrumental Solo, and the nominees are Ades, Concerto for Piano and Orchestra, soloist Kirill Gerstein, conductor Thomas Ades. Beethoven, Complete Piano Sonatas, soloist Igor Levit. Bohemian Tales, soloist Augustin Hadelich, conductor Jakub Hrusha. Destination Rachmaninoff, Arrival, soloist Daniel Trifonov, conductor Yannick Nezezegan. And Theophanides, Concerto for Viola and Chamber Orchestra, soloist Richard O'Neill, conductor David Allen Miller. And for Best Classical Solo Vocal Album, the nominees are American Composers at Play, Clairiere, songs by Lili and Nadia Boulanger, Farinelli, A Lad's Love, and Smythe the Prison. And for Best Classical Compendium, the nominees are Ades conducts Ades, Sarajevo, Graal Théâtre, Circle Map, Neige, Vers toi qui es si loin, Cerebrier, Symphonic Bach Variations, Laments and Alleluias, Flute Concerto. Thomas, From the Diary of Anne Frank and Meditations on Rilke. Wolf, Fire and Flood. And finally, Best Contemporary Classical Composition. The nominees are Ades, Concerto for Piano and Orchestra, Daniel Poor, The Passion of Yeshua, Floyd, Prince of Players, Hearn, Place, and Rouse, Symphony No. 5. I want to thank the Recording Academy for inviting me to be a part of this exciting celebration, and huge congratulations to all of the nominees.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King. I hope you and your families have all been staying healthy and safe and sane during this time. We are so excited to help unveil this year's Grammy nominations and really honored to be part of this exciting celebration in music. I love all things Grammy. So let's get started with the R&B field. First up is Best R&B Performance, and the nominees are Lightning and Thunder by Jhené Aiko, featuring John Legend, Black Parade by Beyonce, All I Need by Jacob Collier, featuring Mahalia and Ty Dolla $ign, Goathead by Brittany Howard, See Me by Emily King. Next, Best Traditional R&B Performance, and the nominees are Sit On Down by the Baylor Project, featuring Gene Baylor and Marcus Baylor, Wonder What She Thinks of Me That's by Chloe and Halle. Let Me Go by Michael Kilgore. Anything for You by Lettucey. Distance by Yeba. Moving on to Best R&B Songs, and the nominees are Better Than I Imagine, Black Parade, Collide, Do It, Slow Down. Next up, Best Progressive R&B Album, and the nominees are Chilombo by Jhené Aiko, Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Halle, Free Nationals by Free Nationals, F Yo Feelings by Robert Glasper, said with feeling, and It Is What It Is by Thundercat. And for Best R&B Album, the nominees are Happy to Be Here by Ant Clemens, Take Time by Giveon, To Feel Loved by Luke James, Bigger Love by John Legend, All Rise by Gregory Porter. Moving on to the rap category, first up, Best Rap Performance, and the nominees are Deep Reverence by Big Sean featuring Nipsey Hussle, Bop by DaBaby, What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow, The Bigger Picture by Lil Baby, Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce, Dior by Pop Smoke. Next up, Best Melodic Rap Performance, and the nominees are Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch, Laugh Now, Cry Later by Drake featuring Lil Durk, Lockdown by Anderson .Paak, The Box by Roddy Ricch, Highest in the Room, that's Travis Scott. Moving on to the Best Rap Song category, and the nominees are The Bigger Picture, The Box, Laugh Now, Cry Later, Rockstar, and Savage. Last but certainly not least, Best Rap Album, and the nominees are Black Habits by D-Smoke, Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist, A Written Testimony by Jay Electronica, King's Disease, that's by Nas, The Allegory by Royce da 5'9". That's it for us from Studio 57. I want to send a big, big, big thank you to the Recording Academy for including us in today's celebrations. And congratulations to all the nominees. I can't wait for Grammy night.
2, go.
Yes, me. Hey, everybody, I'm Megan Thee Stallion, and I hope you and your families have been staying safe during this time. I'm so excited to unveil some of this year's Grammy nominations, and I'm honored to be a part of this exciting time in music. Let's get started with the pop field. First up, Best Solo Performance. And the nominees are Yummy by Justin Bieber, Say So by Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles, and Cardigan by Taylor Swift. Best Pop Duo Group Performance. And the nominees are Un Dia, One Day by J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, and Tiny, Intentions by Justin Bieber and Quavo, Dynamite by BTS, Rain on Me by Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande, Exile by Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. Okay, now moving on to Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. And the nominees are Blue Umbrella by Burt Bacharach and Daniel Tashin, True Love, a celebration of Cole Porter and Harry Connick Jr., American Standard by James Taylor, Unfollow the Rules by Rufus Wainwright, and Judy by Renee Zellweger. Next up, we have Best Pop Vocal Album. And the nominees are Changes by Justin Bieber, Chromatica by Lady Gaga, Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa, Fine Line by Harry Styles, and Folklore by Taylor Swift. Okay, moving on to the contemporary instrumental field. For Best Contemporary Instrumental Album, the nominees are Chronology of a Dream, Live at the Village Vanguard by John Batiste, Take the Stairs by Black Violin, Americana by Gregor Murray, Romaine Collin, and Bill Frisell, live at the Royal Albert Hall by Snarky Puppy, and Axiom by Christian Scott Atunde Adjua. And now for the reggae field. Best Reggae Album. And the nominees are Upside Down 2020 by Buju Banton, Higher Place by Skip Marley, It All Comes Back to Love by Maxi Priest, Gotta Be Tough by Toots and the Metals, One World by the Wailers. And last but certainly not least, let's get into the global field. For Best Global Music Album, the nominees are Food Chronicles by the Antibales, Twice as Tall by Burna Boy, Agora by Babel Gilberto, Love Letters by Anushka Shankar, and Amat Jar by Tanari Wynn. I want to send a big thank you to the Recording Academy for including me, and congratulations to all the nominees.
Hi, Megan. We have a special guest for you.
Hey, Megan, how are you? It's Harvey Mason Jr.
Hello.
Thank you so much for helping us. This is incredible. So fun to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Before I let you go, though, I have to personally congratulate you on your first ever Grammy nominations. They were just announced in some other fields, so congrats.
What?
Are you feeling good?
Who, me? Oh my God, what?
But also, before you have to keep watching because we're about to announce our general field categories. So you may be in play there. You never know. Stay tuned. Wishing you the best of luck. And we really hope to see you on the Grammy stage January 31st. And thanks again so much for doing this.
Thank y'all for having me.
All right. Congrats.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa and I'm live from London, and I'm so excited to be announcing some of the Grammy nominations for 2021. The first category is in Best Dance Recording, and the nominees are On My Mind by Diplo and Side Piece, My High by Disclosure featuring Amine and Slow Tie, The Difference by Flume featuring Toro y Moi, Both of Us by Jada G, and 10% by Kaytranada featuring Kali Uchis. The nominees for Best Dance Electronic Album are Kick One by Arca, Planets Mad by Bauer, Energy by Disclosure, Bubba by Kaytranada, and Good Faith by Madion. And the nominees for Best Country Solo Performance are Stick That In Your Country Song by Eric Church, Who You Thought I Was by Brandy Clark, When My Amy Prays by Vince Gill, Black Like Me by Mickey Guyton, and Bluebird by Miranda Lambert. And next up, I'll be presenting Best Country Duo Group Performance. And the nominees are All Night by Brothers Osborne, 10,000 Hours by Dan and Shay and Justin Bieber, Ocean by Lady A, Sugarcoat by Little Big Town, and Some People Do by Old Dominion. And now for Best Country Song. The nominees are Bluebird, The Bones, Crowded Table, More Hearts Than Mine, and Some People Do. And the nominations for Best Country Album are Ladylike by Ingrid Andress, Your Life is a Record by Brandy Clark, Wild Card by Miranda Lambert, Nightfall by Little Big Town, and Never Will by Ashley McBride. And the nominations for Best Children's Music Album are All the Ladies by Joni Leeds, Be a Pain, an album for young and old leaders by Alistair Mook and Friends, I'm an Optimist by Dog on Fleas, Songs for Singing by the Okie Dokie Brothers, Wildlife by Justin Roberts. And the nominations for Best Historical Album are Celebrated, 1895 to 1896, Hitting the Ramp, The Early Years, 1936 to 1943, It's Such a Good Feeling, The Best of Mr. Rogers, 1999 Super Deluxe Edition, Souvenir, and Throw Down Your Heart, The Complete Africa Sessions.
Hey, Dua, it's Harvey. How are you?
Hi, Harvey. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much for helping us celebrate this year's Grammy nominees. We appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure.
Great, great job. But before I let you go, I want to personally congratulate you because in addition to reading the Grammy nominees this morning, you've also received a few nominations of your very own. Congratulations.
You're joking.
I'm not going to tell you which ones yet, but you have been nominated. So congratulations. I'm very, very happy for you. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. We hope to see you on the Grammy stage on January 31st.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Dua. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, I'm Mickey Guyton, and it is such an honor to help unveil the Grammy nominations. I hope y'all are staying healthy at home during this difficult time, and I'm just so excited to be here. So let's get started with the Gospel Contemporary Christian field. And first up, we have Best Gospel Performance Song, and the nominees are Wonderful Is Your Name, Release Live, Come Together, Won't Let Go, and Moving On. Now, Best Contemporary Christian Music Performance Song, and the nominees are The Blessing Live, Sunday Morning, Holy Water, Famous for I Believe, and There Was Jesus. All right, moving on to Best Gospel Album, and the nominees are Second Wind, Ready by Anthony Brown and the group Therapy. My Tribute by Myron Butler. Choir Master by Ricky Dillard. Gospel According to PJ by PJ Morton. And Kara by Kara Sheard. Next up, Best Contemporary Christian Music Album, and the nominees are Run to the Father by Cody Carnes, All of My Best Friends by Hillsong Young and Free, Holy Water by We the Kingdom, and Citizen of Heaven by Taryn Wells, and last, Jesus is King by Kanye West. And for Best Roots Gospel Album, the nominees are Beautiful Day by Mark Bishop, 2020 by the Crab Family, What Christmas Really Means by the Irwins, Celebrating Fisk, the 100th Anniversary Album by Fisk Jubilee Singers, Something Beautiful by Ernie Haas and Signature Sound. And last, but certainly not least, let's get to the spoken field. Best Spoken Word Album, the nominees are Acid for the Children, a memoir by Flea, Alex Trebek, The Answer Is by Ken Jennings, rest in peace. Blowout, Corrupted Democracy, Rogue State Russia, and the Richest, Most Destructive Industry on Earth by Rachel Maddow. Catch and Kill by Ronan Farrow, and Charlotte's Web, E.B. White by Meryl Streep, and full cast. And I want to just say congratulations to all the nominees, to the recording, and thank you to the Recording Academy for including me. It's been such an honor and a crazy year just to be here, and a huge congratulations to the nominees.
Thank you so much to all of our presenters today, and congratulations to all of the nominees thus far. Before we close with our general field categories, I'd like to take this opportunity to remind all of our voting members, final round voting is from December 7th until January 4th. It's a crucial way to ensure your voice is heard and that our winners are representative of the entire music industry. I'd also like to thank this year's corporate partners, Hilton, IBM, JBL, MasterCard, Pandora, and Trident. Now let's look at the general field categories. We'll start with Best New Artist. Ingrid Andress, Phoebe Bridgers, Chica, Noah Cyrus, D Smoke, Doja Cat, K Trinata, and Megan Thee Stallion. Next category we have Album of the Year. Chilumbo, Janae Aiko. Black Pumas Deluxe Edition, Black Pumas. Everyday Life, Coldplay. The Jesse, Volume 3, Jacob Collier. Women in Music, Part 3, Haim. Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa. Hollywood's Bleeding, Post Malone. And finally, Folklore, Taylor Swift. Next up, Song of the Year. The nominees are Black Parade, The Box, Cardigan, Circles, Don't Start Now, Everything I Wanted, I Can't Breathe, If the World Was Ending. And for the final category, we have Record of the Year. Black Parade by Beyonce. Colors by Black Pumas. Rockstar, The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch. Say So by Doja Cat. Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish. Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. Circles, Post Malone. And Savage, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. Huge congratulations to all of this year's nominees. For the full list of Grammy nominees and upcoming performer and presenter announcements for the 63rd Grammy Awards, visit Grammy.com. We cannot wait for you to tune in and enjoy music's biggest night on Sunday, January 31st on CBS.